Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Today it is March 21st. If you want a deeper dive into the setups that I use every day to be profitable, and then I risked about 30 points, I got about a 1 to 2 at 60 points. You gotta have confidence when you're within yourself. Confidence is built within experience, and I'm gonna tell you guys how you can get a lot of experience. 620 for the day. Can't complain, can't complain. Shit, regardless what happens, this is risk-free. You don't want to put yourself in a whole bunch of risk. You want to be able to take high probability trades. Your boy ended up catching a banger trade, so I ended up taking 3 trades. It's Thursday. We have 2 more days left of the week. Yesterday we had a winning trade. We made about $1,100 with 1 trade. It was smooth and easy, but we don't necessarily know if it's going to be like that today. So all we're going to do is just make sure we manage our risk and handle our emotions accordingly. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to being a successful trader and being able to make money trading, you got to be able to know how to handle your emotions, understand your strengths and weaknesses, so you know what you need to be putting more time into and what you should be taking more time away from. But that all comes down to experience. And if you know, I always tell you guys, get experience as soon as possible. But right now it is 8:50 in the morning. It's a little bit earlier than usual, but I'm probably going to hop on the charts at around 9 a.m. and then start the VIP trading network so everybody can get started and I can just talk to everybody because we have a lot of people joining. So I just wanted to be able to talk to a lot of people and get more time into that. Yeah, the idea behind it though would just be, ideally I want to see price hold these lows from 6-7 a.m. Price respect this 1 hour gap for the entry, continue moving higher, going into 9:30, 10 o'clock. I just wish it was a little bit later. It's only 9:17. But it could be a little premature entry for price to just keep flying at 9:30. I like it. We're gonna take it. Targeting ideally this high up here, that would be a 1 to 2. Where you at, JD? This is your signal right here. Should this be US 30 or Dow Jones, US 30, either one. Damn, that should start moving. It's not even 9:30. Yeah, that's TP1 now. Let me break even just in case. You feel me? Yeah, I'm on 30. Run this high and I'm out. Shit, regardless what happens, this is risk-free. I was journaling the trade as this shit happened. And that was a smooth move. Regardless, I'm break even, so I don't even care. 9:30 just hit. Alright, we got 1 break even. 1 break even for the day. We're gonna see. This is kind of moving crazy, but we're gonna see if we can find something. Alright, all it did, it just didn't need to run the low. It ran the low, that should start flying. 4 hour gap on NAS. Let's see, first trade was break even. I got in at the 4 hour gap right here, going into 9:45. We got news, which is right now. So let's see if we can get going. Looks like TP1 is coming up though. Let's see. Stop loss, TP, break even. Find out next. Yeah, that shit dropping. Well, your boy ended up catching a banger trade, so I ended up taking 3 trades. I took a paper trade that I was testing the waters, ended up losing, but the only trades that I actually took on the account that I'm actually trading is I had 1 loss, I had 1 break even, I had 1 win, and the win made back the loss plus a little bit more. So for the day, I ended the day at plus $550, and that's with 1 loss and 1 break even. So it's all good. Yesterday we made 1,120. Today we made 550. I don't even know if I'm gonna trade tomorrow. I'm gonna show up nonetheless to get the experience, but I'm just gonna show you the trade real quick and just kind of give you a brief understanding, and then I'm gonna get into later on the exact setups that I use and the exact setup that I caught today using the concepts. So as you can see, for the day, the total P&L is about $553 with 1 loss, 1 win, and 1 break even. So ideally, I did get in this trade at around 11 a.m., which was a little bit later than I would like. But if we're being honest, price trade into it at 11 a.m., 10 a.m., and 9 a.m. So regardless, if I would have taken this trade at the same area within the last 3 hours, it would have been the same entry because price was just moving up and down, up and down. But I ended up taking longs at this 1 hour fair value gap. Price had a retracement, ran this high, came down, filled this gap. And then within that time frame, I wanted to see a move at 10 o'clock, but it ended up moving at 11. And then I risked about 30 points. I got about a 1 to 2 at 60 points. I ended up closing before the high because my 60 points was right here, so I didn't have to hold for the high. But then as you guys can see, it kind of came right back down. But overall, it's been very rangy, but I'm just glad that I was able to end the day and profit. The P&L for the day, it says 620, but I'm pretty sure this is the exact P&L after commissions, 553. This is before commissions, but if I click on the trade, it just shows you everything, the amount I bought versus sold, open profit and everything. I think this trade was just, it was nothing. I'm not sure why it's there. But 620 for the day. Can't complain, can't complain. The main thing you guys understand is I tell you guys this every day because I don't win every day. I don't lose every day. I'm winning here and there. My win rate is probably 50, 60% about now, but I'm aiming for 2 to 3 times what I risk on every trade, so the losses are 2 to 3 times smaller than the wins. So my main thing is just being able to keep the losses small enough so that when I do catch the bigger trades, such as yesterday making 1100 when I'm only risking 500, I can slowly make money. So at the end of the day, I just gotta wait till tomorrow and see what we can do. But what I'm about to do is I'm about to structure the rest of this vlog. I have a few topics that I want to talk to you guys about that are definitely gonna improve your life, and you gotta have confidence when you're within yourself. Confidence is built within experience, and I'm gonna tell you guys how you can get a lot of experience starting now. Probably see it. That's a Lambo over there, Lamborghini Huracan. That shit goes stupid. I need one of those. I ain't gonna lie. There's a Maserati over there, but nah. The Huracan, yeah, the all black. That's what I need. But as you guys see the title of the video, I want to talk to you guys about the 2 systems and 2 setups that have made me a profitable trader, because I wasn't always able to catch good trades. I was ass, if I'm being honest. I used to be ass. I used to trade them trend lines, support, resistance, and if you trade that, no offense, but that shit trash. I ain't gonna hold you. If it works for you, it works for you. To each their own. But for me, that shit didn't work for me. But the 2 setups, and I mainly want to talk to you guys, just it's very important, because what is the setup? You got to understand, trading is a game where you turn money into more money. But the thing that's going to determine how often you could turn that money into more money, how much money you could turn that money into, is going to be your setups, because that's necessarily your money multiplier. If you have 1 or 2 setups that you know are constantly going to happen, that's what you're going to be putting your risk on. Because at the end of the day, anybody can take trades, anybody can put risk on trades, but it takes a successful and a professional, profitable trader to have proven systems and setups that they use, and they have certain risk parameters for each, because that's how they're going to be able to make more money, and that's how they're going to also keep their losses small, because they know where to put their money and what to put more money into, because they have setups. That's the most important thing. I always try to relate. I heard this saying, I think it was from Michael J. Huddleston. The saying went something like this: you just need the cookie cutter. And that's essentially what your system, what your strategy, so to say, whatever you want to call it, is. It's your cookie cutter. You have a cookie cutter and you're going to press it into the dough. Say, for example, it's a star. When you push that star into the dough, you're not going to get a house, you're not going to get a circle, you're going to get a star. And that's what your system is. You're going to constantly put that system to work with your money, aka taking a trade, and it's constantly going to give the same result. You're not going to get it every day, you're not going to get it every hour, you're not going to get it every month, depending on whatever your system or setup is. But for me, I get it pretty often. I'll give you guys a tip. The main reason and the main thing that allows me to catch these trades, and the main thing that connects all of these together, is liquidity. Okay, so to keep it simple, at the end of the day, I'm only looking for 2 primary setups. I don't look for anything more. So what are those 2 primary setups? It's also in the course, so if you want to see a deeper dive, just make sure you check out the free course. It's going to be in the description. But the first one is false breaks. And essentially, what is a false break? A false break is essentially a breakout. So as we know, let's just say, for example, this is a high and this is a low. Price consolidates. Say, for example, we are creating consolidation. We are creating liquidity above the highs, below the lows. What I like to do, and what a false break is I like to plan against the move. I like to target moves like this, where I can look to go short somewhere around these highs to look to keep price continue going lower. This is what I call a false break, because most people are looking at these highs and lows as somewhere that you can potentially look for a breakout. But me personally, I look for false breaks, and this is something I'm taking every single day. And the main reason this works is because of liquidity. We know that above highs and below lows are all orders. We have stop loss orders, we have take profit orders, buy limits, sell limits, all above and below old highs and lows. So if you can get in at the right time when price runs old high or low, this is very, very key. And this is something that I look for every single day. Now, the second thing I look for, which is also in the course, like I said, is fair value gap fills. Now, this is a very simple concept. When I look for fair value gap fills, you guys know whatever goes up has to come down. Now, when we look at the market, say for example, same thing, we have a high and a low. Price tends to consolidate in between the highs and lows. Now, with the fair value gaps are created inside of candles. So, say for example, we have candles like this. These are just very random candles just to get the idea behind. But say we have 3 candles like this. A fair value gap would be the gap in between these 2 candles, all in this spot right here. Now, this is very, very ghetto right here, but like I said, if you want a deeper dive, just check out the free course.
So essentially, with that being said, say for example, I'm looking for a fair value gap move when price has these highs or lows. We have these false break moves, which is one way you can get enter. But say for example, you don't have the confidence to get in this early. Say for example, you don't get in this early, maybe you miss it, whatever it is, you can still wait for price to create these fair value gaps that are always going to be created. The one thing you just got to make sure is aligned. It's the same as before, time. As long as you can get into a trade at this fair value gap within a good time, say for example, these are very good times to pay attention to. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I say 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m. These are like very good times to pay attention to. This is more for like London session and this is more for like New York session. But ideally, these are the times that you would want to be able to get into a trade at this area and then either look to short. Vice versa, the same thing goes if this was upside down. You would be looking for the same thing, just going up. This is very ghetto, like I said, but at the end of the day, if you want a deeper dive into the setups that I use every day to be profitable, then make sure you check out the free course.
But before I go to the gym, one thing I also do every day, I'm giving you guys a little bit of an insight to more of my entrepreneur side, not necessarily trading, because as you guys know, I tell you guys all the time, you need to be having things to focus on outside of trading, outside of the charts, to keep your mind occupied. And I like to do things. I have businesses surrounded by trading. I teach people how to trade. I have my YouTube, which what you watch is just more, not necessarily me and only trading, but I monetize trading, my life, and all of that. But one of the businesses I have is VIP, as you guys know, and I have the free course. And for me to change people's lives, I need to put it in front of people. People aren't gonna actually care for my course unless they actually see the value inside of it. So I have to try my best to get people to even want to get the free course. I still have to sell you on something that's free. And one thing that I have to do, I make videos. That's one way that I market myself so that people could find me, people can actually learn from me. But I also have Instagram. Now, Instagram used to be my main way that I used to get to people, but now it's been YouTube. YouTube is really taking over the amount of people that are actually seeing me, my brand, seeing the value, seeing what we can actually do, how much money we can make trading. So I haven't really been too much on Instagram, but I still do every day. I have cold outreaches. Some of you guys have probably gotten some of these messages before, but I have a whole bunch of messages in here that are directed for the certain type of people I would DM. And depending on who you are, depending on if you're a trader, if you don't trade, depending on if we've done any business before, I have something directly for you that's directed and scripted to be able to sell you the free course or sell you on if you should join VIP. And it's something that I have to do. I have to get in front of people because say for example, I don't make no money trading this month. Say I lose money trading this month, which is possible. Losses happen. Am I just gonna sit there and lose money? No. That's why I have other incomes that are gonna offset the loss so that it makes it so I'm not emotionally driven and have to make money trading. That's what you guys don't understand. You guys think that since people trade, they only need to make money trading. No, not every week's a winning week. You think that you're gonna only have one income and you're gonna have months and weeks where you lose money and you're gonna be okay with that? No, you have to have other income so that you're not worried about trading to make money. You're just trading. It's a big difference. But I'm about to send these DMs. The main thing that I do to try to get people to like engage prospects, because if you know anything about sales, you need to know who's actually interested. So the main thing I do is I post reels every single day, which is part of the 30-day challenge. That's why I have post a reel every day. So I can get people that are actually engaged and people that I know that are either interested in me, my products, trading, or just like who I am in general. And then with those people, I have all the reels in here and I go in there and I send the DMs to them depending on if they're a trader, if they don't trade, their age group, all those different things. But I'm about to do that, then I'm gonna head to the gym.
So everything being said and done, me explaining all the setups that I use on a daily basis is not a lot. I just use 2. You wanna keep it simple. The less things you look for, the less amount of risk you're gonna be putting on yourself. You don't wanna put yourself in a whole bunch of risk. You wanna be able to take high probability trades based off experience and data that you know is gonna happen. Like a cookie cutter, you keep getting the same result every single time. You're just like multiplying money. That's what we wanna do. We wanna multiply money, right? You're not gonna turn $0 into $1, but you can turn $1 to 2. I can promise you that if you use these setups. But if you want a deeper dive into it, like I said, get that free course. It has everything you need, everything and more. I can't sit here for 5 hours, but I can on the free course. And if you're ready to get experience and you're ready to trade with the team live, like we did this morning, then make sure you join the VIP Trading Network where we go live and trade every single day with the team. And I just dedicate my whole entire morning and trading session to helping you and showing you guys exactly what I do every single day so that you can get better. But with that being said, appreciate you guys for all the love. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what types of setups you look for. If you use support and resistance, let me know. If you use trend lines, let me know. We all make money differently, but the main thing is that we're all succeeding. That's what's important. So stay safe, stay productive, and I'll see you all soon.